Yes, I don't know if we're being intentionally lied to, or if the church don't really know, or if they're just as deceived as the rest of everybody else is. But God is not the way we've been taught our whole lives. He's not even close to it. He's different. It's not about keeping the law. He set us free from the law, y'all. I'm serious, 100%. It says that the letter kills, but the Spirit gives life. What does the letter kill? The law. It's talking about what was written and engraved on stones. That's what was done away with, which was the 10 Commandments. Not that you throw it out completely and you don't even consider it, but that's not how you become righteous. Your righteousness is only through faith in what Christ did. And faith only works through love. I've been taught my whole life, your faith has to have works. Faith has to have works, right? So you got to do stuff. Well, when they say that, they're putting the emphasis back on us. So if anybody's telling you about Jesus and about how to become saved and how to walk and to live by the Spirit, if they ever put it back on you, it's not God. It's never put back on us. I promise you this, when you start seeing God for who he really is and how he really is, you just step into a real, a tangible, experiential love relationship with the only living God. And you'll forget to do your drugs. You'll forget to watch pornography. You'll forget to do all the stuff that you had to have to fill that void inside, because he's filling it with love, with peace. Y'all, it's so powerful. Hebrews 10:26 has been used against me my whole life. Talking about if after you've received the knowledge of the truth, if you continue to willfully sin, only a fearful expectation of judgment and raging fire that will consume the enemies of God. They told me that my whole life, but yet they claim to be sinners, and that's all they're ever going to be. So I was so confused. I didn't understand, but now I know that verse isn't for true believers. It's for people that claim to be believers, and they just say, we're just sinners, and that's all we're ever going to be. So they continue to sin every day, because the Bible never calls us sinners again after you become born again. And then don't take the communion. Don't do communion if you're in sin. Well, nobody could do communion, because none of us are perfect, right? You're not supposed to continually live in sin, and the only way to change that is by changing how you think, by thinking different, by believing what God says over the top of your feelings, your emotions, and what it looks like. It's all the verses that were used against me. God is showing me now how they're actually for me. And it's powerful. Like he's in every verse, he's in every line, and he can set us free. He sets us free from sin and brings us into a love relationship with himself. And you're not trying to not sin anymore. You're waking up and you're enjoying being righteous and holy.